Good morning, Comfy, at sa inyong mga tagapakinig, magandang umaga po at mga nanonood pala. Good morning.
Magandang umaga, Sir Joe. Live tayo mapapanood ngayon sa Teleradyo Bayo TV. Simulcast din tayo sa DZRJ 810 AM. Naka-live din tayo sa Facebook pages ng DZRJ, RJFM at Daily Tribune. At syempre, lahat ng pag-uusapan natin ngayon, mababasa rin bukas sa pahalagang Daily Tribune. At sa mga susunod na araw pa.
Syempre.
Unang tanong, Sir Joe, yung electricity rate ay tumaas muli noong Nobyembre. Can you explain us why?
Actually, talagang nagkaroon ng upward adjustment itong buwan ng November. Pero basically, yung increase ay dahilan dun sa pagtaas ng tinatawag na generation charge. Ito yung cost ng power that is due to changes pag merong pagtaas o pagbaba itong mga power producers. Mainly triggered dito nung Malampaya maintenance shutdown from October 2 to 25. So medyo matagal na mahabang panahon, no? Dalawang gas plants, itong Santa Rita at San Lorenzo, ang nag-shift para makaandar siya doon sa tinatawag na alternative fuel na mas mahal during the shutdown, no? At the same time, nagkaroon ng outages yung ibang gas plants na hindi naman makatakbo sa alternative fuel, and other power plants also resulted to lesser available supply. Kaya mas mababa yung naging supply sa WESM, which led to higher prices. Itong generation charge would have been significantly higher, pero kami, ang ginawa ng Meralco, we took the initiative to cushion the impact by coordinating with some of our suppliers na i-defer muna at i-stagger yung collection ng portions ng generation costs para hindi naman masyadong mabigat sa mga consumers. So hopefully hindi naman masyadong malaki yung impact, bagamat we're anticipating hopefully in the coming months, hindi pa rin natin masyadong alam ano magiging changes in terms of the pricing, but makakaasa sila, Meralco will do its part to try and mitigate the impact.
Okay, sir. Good morning po. Si Roy po ito. Nabanggit nyo na yung shutdown ng Malampaya and some difficulty ng ilang GenCos na mag-produce ng electricity. Pero mukhang nataon din ito kasabay nitong recent spike ng fuel prices in the world market. Naka-apekto rin po ba ito sa pricing?
Yes, very good question, Roy. No? Yung global energy crisis that led to rising fuel prices actually affected even the most developed countries, at nag-cause ito sa ibang bansa nga ng shortage, supply shortage, no? Dito sa Pilipinas, we've seen electricity prices rise to around 12% compared to December 2020. Kaya lang kung titingnan natin, this is still significantly lower compared to the 35% increase in gasoline and 44% increase in diesel in the same comparative periods. So medyo mas lesser yung impact, at least for electricity. Now, going back to Meralco's rates, I think nailabas nyo na rin ito. According to Energy Intel Philippines, ang Meralco ang may isa sa pinakamababang generation charges sa bansa. No? In 2020, NCR, which is served by Meralco, registered an average of around 4.38 per kilowatt hour. And Calabarzon, which we also partly service, is at 427 per kilowatt hour. That is basically a result of our continuing effort to ensure that we deliver sufficient and reliable electricity at cost-competitive costs or rates or prices. No? Kasi at the end of the day, we have to find the best rates which will redound to the benefit of our customers. So, patuloy kami nagsisikap to find a way na paano mapababa yung cost of power and work with the government agencies and the power industry towards this end.
Na-double whammy ang sektor ng enerhiya dun past 2 months, no? Yung una-una yung pag-shutdown ng Malampaya, maintenance, and then yung sunod-sunod na fuel price increases sa global market. But then, according din sa Intel, Energy Intel report,
yung CSP namin in 2019 for 1,200 megawatts supply, for instance, estimated ito to yield annual savings of around 9 billion for our customers. No? Recently approved PSA and with the Power Sector Assets and Liabilities Management Corporation also registered a lower rate in the October supply month compared to SM prices, at nakatulong ito to temper the higher costs from our other suppliers. No? So yun nga, we try to look for ways to lower the cost of power, and we continue to do so, and work with all other members of the energy family, the energy industry, to achieve that.
Mr. Saldarriaga, ako po si Kim Sancha. I do have actually a question. Based po dun sa Energy Intel Philippines, yung Meralco daw ay nag-perform well dahil dun sa reliability and stability. So, pwede po ba namin malaman kung paano yun mini-measure?
Yes, we try to deliver well within the performance ceilings monitored by the regulator. Our 9-month results actually showed improvements in various performance indicators. For instance, yung aming System Average Interruption Duration Index, yung SAIDI na tinatawag, ito yung average duration of interruption per customer or consumer, improved to only 109.82 minutes as of end of September from 116.206 minutes a year ago. Yung system loss namin also improved to 5.61% from 6.18% in the same period last year in 2020. And this is well below the 6.5% cap set by the regulator. No? Yung average time din namin to process applications improved to 14%. Kung dati 3.74 days, bumaba na ito to 3.23 days due to numerous initiatives that we've undertaken to speed up yung application ng service and maging yung process ng energization. Yung call center performance namin also recorded a huge improvement, 52% to 14 seconds from 29 seconds of average time to answer. So yung aming mga guaranteed service levels, which Meralco's guaranteed service levels, which are industry standards for safe, efficient delivery of electricity, are also way below the limit set by the ERC. So lahat ng pwede namin gawin to improve the service, to improve the customer experience ay ginagawa namin. Because at the end of the day, as I said, it's really the customers who need to benefit from all the initiatives we undertake. Sa amin, ang pinaka-importante sa lahat ay magampanan yung aming obligasyon, yung aming kinakailangan gawin para sa customer. Kasi nandito naman talaga tayo para sa customer.
Maganda pong balita yan. Speaking of reliable and stable electricity service, in connection po dyan sa una kong tanong sa inyo, this remains very important as the battle against pandemic, di ba po?
Yes.
So, can you tell us more about how Meralco supports the government dito sa aspetong ito?
Napakalaking bagay ng pakikipagtulungan ng pamahalaan at ng Meralco, working hand in hand. No? We like to believe that we play an important role. Isa na dyan yung energizing itong mga vital COVID-19 facilities. Kasama na po dyan yung mga hospitals, testing laboratories, quarantine and vaccination centers, at saka yung mga vaccination storage facilities. Sa pamamagitan ng aming Meralco COVID-19 Vaccine Rollout Task Force, Meralco is closely monitoring in real time all the circuits serving these vital facilities, which allows us to respond faster to any unforeseen outage. Kumbaga nakabantay kami dyan. No? And to date, over 140 COVID-19 facilities have already been energized. At yung list is expected to expand, no? As the government continues to ramp up yung tinatawag na inoculation. At ngayon yata dun sa mga younger population. No? At meron ng mga boosters din na i-implement na rin. So nakabantay tayo dyan sa mga lugar na yan kung saan ginagawa yung inoculation. And as the country moves towards post-pandemic recovery efforts, nakikita naman natin ito, Meralco will also continue to support infrastructure development, no? Para masiguro na yung network facilities natin are in place for timely construction. Napakadami ngayong major transportation projects kasama na dyan yung EDSA Common Station, yung LRT 1 Cavite Extension, MRT 7, yung NLEX SLEX Connector Road at Skyway Stage 2. So tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating trabaho, katuwang at kasama ang pamahalaan para mabigyan natin ng mas magandang serbisyo yung taong bayan.
Sir Joe, si Roy po ulit ito. Magandang balita po yan ang inyong pakikipagtulungan sa gobyerno, lalo na dito sa pandemya, infrastructure program. Pero speaking of pandemic, kasi although we're experienced slowly, hopefully diretso itong economic recovery, medyo ramdam pa rin po yung epekto ng pandemya lalo na po doon sa mga medyo mahihirap at yung mga hindi ba nakapagbayad agad ng kanilang bill. Ano po bang ginagawa ng Meralco para naman matulungan sila? At kung mayroon pa rin po silang problemang ganyan hanggang ngayon, ano ba yung dapat nilang gawin?
Tama.
Well, ang aming pangako, Roy, Meralco's promise is to keep the lights on. Kami siguro yung only utility in the country that suspended this connection the longest. Naintindihan namin yung pangangailangan ng mga kababayan natin, ng mga customers natin for electricity when we were all asked to limit mobility and stay at home. So we did what we can to help, which is to continue serving with quality and reliable electricity service 24/7. Sinuspend natin yung disconnection activities in areas that were then under the strict community quarantine restrictions tulad ng enhanced community quarantine o ECQ, yung modified ECQ at yung granular lockdowns. Nung peak ng pandemic last year, the regulator ordered utilities like Meralco and other co-ops to convert unpaid bills during the ECQ and MECQ into monthly installments and to extend also yung grace period of these unpaid bills. Now, besides this complying to the directive, kami mismo, we extended this service to our customers. No? Patuloy kami nakikipag-usap dun sa mga talagang hirap magbayad. Nag-offer tayo ng whatever way we can through some installment payment arrangements for those who have experienced difficulty in paying their bills. From October 2020 to October 2021, maraming customers natin, over 200,000 benefited dito sa mga installment payment arrangements natin, majority of which are residential customers. At sabi nga namin, we will be considerate at all times. Hindi namin priority mamutol, lalo na ngayon. Alam naman natin mahirap ang sitwasyon and we are here to arrange for lighter payment terms as long as customers ask us to help them. No? Usap tayo and we will be very accommodating. Yan ang lagi namin sinasabi. Di namin priority magputol and we will help our customers continuously. We reach out to them and they coordinate with us so we can work out an arrangement that will work for them. For businesses naman, itong guaranteed minimum billing demand waiver, yung business customers natin, ni-waive natin total of more than 3 billion sa GMBD which benefited over 95,000 customers. Mostly po ito yung mga SME, small at medium enterprises. So we have been very involved in providing our business customers with very sustainable solution. Sa ngayon, pati yung right sizing ng kanilang mga contracts to help them move forward as they recover from the pandemic. So, we will continue to do so. Andito lang kami, sabi ko nga, doon sa mga customers namin, usap tayo, ano ba yung paraan para makatulong kami sa inyo.
Salamat po. Last question lang, bago ka namin pakawalan, Sir Joe. Bukod sa extension ng pagpuputol and keeping the lights on at having an open line with your customers. Ano pa yung mga initiatives and programs ng Meralco na in-introduce nyo to help to provide your customers with a better or improved customer experience?
Napakagandang tanong, Comfy, no? Ma-share ko lang. Besides ramping up yung capacity of our groups handling customer concerns, in-introduce namin yung additional customer touch points, no? Through online customer appointment and virtual customer assistant. Kasi alam naman natin ngayon, it's really basically an online world that we're looking at moving forward. No? And we're encouraging our customers to continue staying safe and utilize digital channels to pay their bills para na rin, diba, wala masyadong yung tinatawag na physical contact at kumbaga mas safe for them, no? So, dinevelop din namin yung tinatawag na customer account number o CAN. So, unlike yung dati, meron pang Meralco reference number, meron pang ATM number that expire every month. Itong customer account number, permanent na yan. So, which makes it easier and more convenient for customers when paying their bills through our various payment partners na medyo marami-rami na rin yan, no, sa ngayon. To help customers better understand their bills and manage their consumption, nag-roll out kami ng bagong electricity bill format which has an upsides page, mas malaki, for improved readability, mas prominente yung design on payment and account details, expanded yung consumption charge, 24-month consumption charge, para makita nila kung ano ba yung naging paggamit nila itong mga nagdaang taon. A daily and monthly average consumption tracker, as well as detailed payment history. So, ando na lahat. Makikita na nila lahat ng impormasyon na kailangan nila dun sa bagong bill natin. And there are new meter reading apps which gives our meter readers access to customers' historical data para mas ma-ensure yung more accurate readings, while the real-time payment validation app allows Meralco crews to confirm the status of the account before they execute any disconnection activity. So, customers can also pay their bills on the spot para ma-avoid na itong mga problema kung sakaling dumating doon at hindi na nakalimutan nila magbayad at sila ay meron ng disconnection. So kami, sabi ko nga, at the end of the day, it's for all our customers. What we're doing is for consumers, and we will continue to explore and develop more programs and initiatives para ma-meet natin yung pangangailangan at ma-improve natin yung experience sa mga customers natin. Kasama na ito, salamat sa inyo. Nabigyan niyo ako ng pagkakataon makausap ang ating mga minamahal na customers nang sa ganun kahit pa paano maunawaan anong ginagawa ng Meralco. Salamat, Kofi. Thank you, Roy. Salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat po.
Salamat. Ginising ka namin ng pagkaaga-aga.